I made a whole long video this morning and the stupid thing didn't save. So I bought, of course, a new computer to help speed my trades up. Instead, I made a couple errors using it, but I guess I gotta get used to it. So this morning I only made one trade in my small account, and I'll show you that in a minute. My large account, I've made two trades. And those two trades, I think it's two trades. Make sure, hold on. And those two trades netted me $19,450. So here we are. So this morning pre-market, I called out AIHS, NNVC, XENT, and Solo, as well as SOLOW and a couple of others. So hold on. If you look back here, I said in the video earlier. Let me go backwards. First of all, I am not giving anybody financial advice. I'm just telling you what I see and how I trade. Don't take what I say. Do your own due diligence. If you look back here, you'll see AIHS. I called it out when it's about $1 or a little more than $1. And I said also, if you know by now, I don't usually trade stocks that cheap because they're very dangerous, and you gotta buy a whole bunch of shares for a small move. So you gotta buy like 10,000, 20,000 shares just to get some good profit off it. So I called it out in the group about $1, $1.01, $1.05, somewhere around that range. But I didn't buy it. So I watched it. Here, this is a 5-minute chart. Let me go to 15-minute chart for a minute. So I watched it for a minute and I said, man, this thing is running. But also seeing that it was overextended like back here, and it was also about to pull back. So I said to myself, listen, I'm gonna buy this stock on the first 5-minute pullback. So I watched for a 5-minute pullback. In this case, it pulled back right here. Let me go into my trade actually. So I watched it pull back. I said, okay, about 9 o'clock or so. I said, the first green candle, 5-minute candle that make a new high, that's the buy-in point. So I said earlier, 189 or 179, 180 was a support. I said 192, 193 is a resistance. I can't prove that because the video freaking deleted. But I watched it and I bought in at 192. Let me look at my actual trade. So that's a trade right there I made. Here's my fill orders right here. I bought in 192 and I sold 194. Right? Wasn't my intention. I'll tell you again what I did. So I watched the buy-in point. I said, okay, 193, when it passed right here, 193, right here. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. 193 with the previous high, right? Across that point, I said, okay, cool. That's the buy-in. So it hit that 193, it bounced back, I hopped in 192, and I rode the wave up. So I said I'm going to sell at 215 right when the market opens at 215. Reason why, because look back here over the last year, you will see the previous high was 228. So for the market open, it was already over $2. It was like 204, 203 right when the market opened. So I knew the next gap was going to be 228. So my goal was to cut that price in half, which would have been 215, 216. So that's the goal. However, I put in the group, I said, hey, I'm selling at 215. You can go look at it, verify that. I said that. And so the market opened. I watched it. I thought I hovered over. I had to auto send check the course. I thought I hovered over the sell icon. I watched it. I got up to $230 in profit. I was at I think 216, somewhere around that area, 212, and I pushed the sell market. I thought I did. The problem is, I was actually hovered above it and had no idea that was happening because I was busy watching my charts over here on the left. I was trading this. I was watching this. I was making the video and also trading for my cell phone. So, but Joe, why are you making the video while you trading why you making the video and trading on your cell phone at the same time? Because I seen that AIHS making a powerful move, and I didn't want to miss some of that money. So I did too many things at one time, and I thought I had the sell market checked, well pushed, and I pushed it above it by mistake. I look over like, why didn't you sell? Why didn't you sell? I look down, and it was hovering above it. So I went to sell again. By that point, it dropped immediately down to $1.94. So it went from like 214 to 194 in probably 2 seconds. And I missed freaking 20 cents of profit, which would have had me up over 240, 250. But green is green. I made an error on this trade here. Man, life happens. I couldn't watch what was going on. I wasn't looking. Oh, also, live news. Just because a stock has news doesn't mean it's going parabolic. Doesn't mean it's going to go nuts the rest of the day. And I said earlier to you guys was, but you didn't hear it, obviously. If a stock is this cheap, it takes a lot to make a powerful move. So if a stock is $1, for it to make another dollar move, that's 100%. In this case, it's more than that because stock opened this morning at 85, 86 cents. So technically, a dollar move in this stock is 120, 130%. That's asking a lot. It has a 28 million share float, and it's trading 57 million shares a minute right now. But earlier in the day, it had 20 million share float, and it was trading 9 million shares when I bought it, which is back here. Here's the thing, though. Check this out. Let me put a trend line in right quick. So look, from right here, when the market opened, right, to right here, the high today, that was 130. Wait, a little higher than that. 140.24%. All this happened in a matter of minutes. 55 minutes to be exact. It's right there in the box. In 55 minutes, stock went from freaking $1 and 95 cents to $1 and 226 in 55 minutes. That's crazy. But here's another thing you don't see as well. Watch the pullback. The pullback, when I got out of it, I saw the pullback coming. I thought it's gonna drop right now. It's gonna dump, and it did dump all the way down to here 172, which is 23.85%. It dumped. Then you see now it's recovering. So every trade I make, well, I say probably 90% trades I make is that same setup. The new high 5-minute candle. That's what my trades is mostly. And I short sell, the same scenario. The new 5-minute low. It's that simple. Work for some, work for others. But I hardly ever traded stock more than 10 million share float. But in this case, AIHS was just doing too much. I had to get some of that action before I missed it. Now, this trade was all botched on my video. I wish I could have did a little better than this and sold it when I tried to, rather than hovering over the freaking button like that. But it happens sometimes. You can't win them all. But I tell you what, from now on, I'll focus a little more on where my icon is at, where my cursor is at. You also know if you're selling pre-market, you gotta sell or buy pre-market, limit price, put in the EXT extension, and once you click this auto send button, even pre-market, you can drag your sell button up and down by clicking on it without even going over here. If you go here, you can do the same thing, but here in the screen itself, you can move up and down, pre-market or market hours. So yeah. With that being said, oh, hold up. Nicola. I called Nicola in the group as well. Nicola been running for, how can I put it in words? Nicola was a direct competitor of Tesla. So Nicola came out with also a truck, hydrogen truck, and a hydrogen 18-wheeler per se. And since that happened, it been going up and down. It took off from like $10, something like that, to like $60 in like a couple of days. Since that, it's been dumping ever since. Now also is last week. It was some options that expired last week. Back here on 7/6 this week. Sorry, some options expired. And when those expired, it ran up. And it pulled back since that point, and here's where I'm beginning today. And still got room to run. So be careful with those kind of stocks as well. KXIN is also making a move. That's in the group, I think. Let me make sure. I don't think I have it in the group. Lost my my bearing. I hate missing money. I hate it. I can't stand it. But it happens sometimes. You can't win them all. But I should have been up well over $200, probably $300 when it's all said and done. But yeah, I missed that trade. So I put KXIN in the group. However, the volume is low, and a freaking share float is way too high. I want to see anybody gonna notice what I noticed right here. I'm not special. I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm not a guru. None of that stuff. I just want to know if anybody see what I see, because I see a lot of stuff. And you see here, I got a bunch of watch lists over here. I got a bunch of stocks I look at daily, because you know by now, stocks move in waves. This is what it is. So I make a long list of my stocks I see, the highs of the day, and so on and so forth, and I keep them on my list. That way, whenever they rise again, I already had it sitting there, and I can see which one is doing whatever. And I always sort them by biggest gain or biggest change to smallest change. That way, I'm able to look at it faster, because every second counting trading. As you see earlier, me not getting a trade off, and I wanted to get it off within seconds, probably 2 seconds, I was down $200 of profit. So it be that way sometimes. With that being said, one trade away. Don't be greedy. Cut losses early and stay green.